So from the top of my head, one of the questions is, what can we do to bring back true spirituality in the whole world? And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because it feels like back home in the western side of the world, the only value that people have is money. So money kind of became God. It's like people worship money. People do crazy things for money. And that's the only thing that matters. If you have the money, you're the man. How do you get that money? It doesn't matter if you're selling drugs, if you're selling yourself, you have money, happy days. You don't have money, it's poor.
You're right. This problem does not afflict only the West.
Mm.
It afflicts nowadays even the East.
Mm.
Almost all countries, they're after money. And money is a medium. What they're looking for is all the conveniences of life, luxuries of life,
Mm.
and the sensual satisfaction. So this is the general trend almost everywhere. Now you had put two questions to me. One is how to spread true spirituality across the globe. Now, what is true spirituality?
Mm.
That's the question. There are broadly three kinds of spirituality. Broadly, I'm saying. One is the lower spirituality. Spirituality is uh, a science or a way of life which puts emphasis on the knowledge and purification of the spirit, soul,
Mm.
which includes, which means also that not only your soul, but your mind, your body, they should be purified. That is true spirituality anywhere, anywhere. If that happens, you look for discovery of yourself, discovery of your uh, super self, super soul, God. That brings a balance into your life because not that you stop seeking money, but you seek money for not only your self gratification, self satisfaction, or enjoying luxuries in life, but also to help others.
Mm.
Money is a great medium. It can alleviate the poverty of many people. It can help many people in many bad situations. So, money is not bad per se or in itself. Its use is bad or
Mm.
good. Don't hanker after money. Now, that is if that is true spirituality, if this true spirituality has to uh, spread across the globe, across the world, it has to be inclusive. No, it can't be exclusive. You can't exclude the criminals. You can't exclude the uh, black people. You can't exclude the brown and uh, yellow people. It must be inclusive. That kind of inclusiveness is found very rarely in most faiths and in many currents of Hinduism also. You already know about Christianity and Islam, Abrahamic faiths. They believe that those who follow Christ can go to heaven, none else can. Islam believes the same thing. Those who follow the Prophet can go to heaven, others cannot. Not even Christians, who are called the people of the book.
Mm.
Here, Hinduism, you have come to India looking for a spirituality of Hinduism. Hinduism is not a monolith, it has many streams of spirituality. The most ancient stream is the Vedic tradition, the most ancient. No, that's not inclusive. In plain terms, they are not inclusive.
Mm.
First of all, they say that Hindu can be only uh, born in a Hindu family. That excludes everybody else. So no others can read the Vedas,
Mm.
not allowed to read the Vedas, not even allowed to listen to the Vedas. They are very holy and they are unholy people. How can you divide between unholy and holy people? Tell me. Your intention should be to bring the worst of the people in the world into the fold of true spirituality? You can offer them many paths. So the Vedic stream is exclusive, not inclusive. Is very strict about that. So if you want to learn spirituality, you can't read the Vedas. The spirituality contained in the Vedas is not open to you as a foreigner. Clear? Now the other main or major stream, that stream is now a trickle. It's not the mainstream now. Now we come to the other major tradition that has sidelined the Vedic tradition. That is the Puranic tradition. Many Puranas were written after the Vedas, and they contain a treasure of a wealth of knowledge, spiritual knowledge. But they are also half Vedic. That problem you might find there too, in a limited measure. So, after reading all the scriptures, you will discover, which I discovered. I read all the Puranas, I read all the Vedas, I read the Manusmriti, which is the main spokesperson for, sort of a spokesperson for the Vedas, because the Vedas don't give you clear-cut guidance. They're essentially eulogizing the gods and goddesses, many gods and goddesses, especially middle order gods and goddesses. Therefore, the only book among all these books of Hinduism, the only all-inclusive book of spirituality is the Bhagavad Gita. And that is the reason why anybody, the top minds of the world, who are looking for spirituality, true spirituality, always recommend the Bhagavad Gita. For what reason? Because it doesn't say you are out, you can't touch me. In India also, there is a class called Shudras. Shudras, ancient India, under the ancient classification of the human beings among the Hindus. The top were the Brahmins, who looked after the scriptures and spoke about religion and taught religion and performed the yajnas. That they were the highest, followed by the administrators and the warriors, followed by the merchants and the agriculturists, followed by the Shudras who rendered service, the manual laborers. They cannot touch the Vedas. They cannot keep in their home Vedas. Bhagavad Gita, anybody can keep, no restrictions. Anybody. Now, therefore, not only this much is there inclusivity, but pure spirituality in the sense that it enlightens you, illuminates your mind, doesn't ask you to become a bigot. No, you must do this. And that's a funny thing to do. I tell you, if they say that you must be a good person, and that's not bigotry really. But they say many things you must do, otherwise you won't be attaining godhood. Gita gives you many paths, but no path is strange. I am using a very civilized word. No path is strange. It appeals to your reason also. Why do we presume that God is unreasonable? He doesn't have a logical mind. He has created you. He's omnipotent, omniscient. He doesn't know what logic is. You must do this, otherwise you must pronounce the Vedic hymns properly, or else you will be condemned. What is this? God is a linguist. Make prescriptions which appeal to the reason also. They explain why something is being recommended. The Bhagavad Gita is the only book I have found till date which in unambiguous terms says that you must not accept anything without questioning. Which book tells me? Tell me. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita preaches true spirituality. It doesn't exclude anyone. It even says, Api chet su duracharo bhajte mamananya bhag sadhurev samantavya samyak vyavasto hisah kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat chhating nigacchati kaunte pratijani name bhakta pranashyati. He says that you may be the most condemned fellow, a drug addict, a drug seller, the worst of all people in the world. You are welcome to my fold. And then, if you truly come to my fold, not everybody's fold, mine means God the Supreme, not the deities, this deity, that deity, middle order deities. Then, after you come to my fold with sincerity, you're transformed very quickly into a very noble being. You would leave drugs, you would leave drinking, you would leave all kinds of sinful activities. So just come to my fold, no conditions applied. That you must be a non-vegetarian or vegetarian, that you must not be a drug addict, nothing of the kind. Come to my fold, and you are also a portion of God, he says. Anybody, any creature, not only humans, any creature has a soul, and that soul is a portion of God himself. So that is true spirituality. If it promises to you that irrespective of your caste, irrespective of your nationality, irrespective of your faith, irrespective of whatever skin color, you are equally a portion of God. And this is self-realization. The Gita prompts you to realize yourself, that inner self, not your mind. That self lies beyond your mind. Mind is a construct of ego, intelligence. This is the ahankar, ego buddhi, and mind, ego, intelligence. This is the construct of mind, is a construct supported by the physical brain, is a construct of nature, not of God. And that entity, God's portion, lies behind or beyond that, or beneath that. So you have to realize that. So if you realize you're a Negro, you're a British, Italian, you are a Chinese, you're a drug addict, you're a criminal, you are a terrorist, all of you have the same self. You are interconnected. And you are divine. What is dirty is not your soul. The incrustation around your soul of mind, intelligence, and ego. That is, can say mind. That forms a crust around your true self. And this is the crust that really acts, becomes drug addict. It acts, it also enjoys whatever it does. This is the entity which is a false self. You have to destroy this false self. Each of you, you may be Christian, you may be a Muslim, you may be a Negro, you may be a Chinese. No bars, content. So that is true spirituality, which connects everybody in the world.